The 2002 comeback season started slowly for the Blast as they struggled through the first 2 months with a 4-9 record. By the middle of December, it was gut check time when the Blast needed to reach down and find a way to turn the season around. Friday, December 13th was a lucky day for the team. That's when they started their comeback with a thrilling overtime win against the Harrisburg Heat. From there, the resurgent Baltimore Blast fought their way to a 14-9 record for the balance of the season, finishing strong with a 6-1 stretch over the last 7 regular season games. Time and again, the Blast demonstrated the grit and determination to overcome the odds and win. On the strength of their second-half comeback showing, the Blast finished the season with a .500 record and a berth in the MISL playoffs for the 4th consecutive year.
It was a tough beginning. We were struggling a lot. We had injuries. We had a good team. We always believed we had a good team, and we started turning it around. We started scoring, playing better defense. We had the, nothing to lose attitude, and it all started coming together.
The road to the championship started in Cleveland, where the Blast continued their comeback style in the first round of the playoffs. Down 11-10, Dennis and Cabral scored back-to-back goals in less than 3 minutes to lead the Blast to a 16-13 win and a berth in the Eastern Conference Finals in Philadelphia. Still on the road, the Blast opened fast with a 6-0 lead against the Philadelphia Kicks. In a hard-fought game, the Blast held on to win, advancing to the league championship series for the first time since 1990. In Game 1 of the championship series in Milwaukee, the Blast battled to a 12-all tie through 3 quarters, but fell short in a heartbreaker, losing 19-12 to the Wave. The Blast finally returned home for Game 2, taking an early 9-2 lead and fighting off a determined comeback by the Wave to win 15-12, forcing a decisive 3rd game for the MISL championship in Milwaukee.
It was a tremendous feeling going back into Milwaukee. Since I have played there before and won a championship there, the intensity was there right from the start. From the minute that I walked into the locker room, it was a tremendous feeling having a great game that's set ahead of us. The challenge was there. I felt like I was up to the challenge, and I felt like my teammates around me. You could feel that intensity in the room that we were going to come out and play hard and try and win the championship. They're right there in Milwaukee.
Blast will kick it off. Danny Kelly, Tariq Walker, Billy Nelson, along with Denizen Cabral and Lance Johnson, and Brett Phillips in goal. We'll set up the Milwaukee lineup for you. Lovelace Aka in there, along with Marcelo Fontana, Michael King, Todd Dusosky, and Greg Howes. And we get a whistle and a foul called on Baltimore at midfield, and a free kick for the Wave.
Aka wins that first battle with Tariq Walker. The ball dumped into the corner by Brett Phillips, but Aka beat him to the ball and cleared it, and King was fouled in the midfield.
All right, here comes Milwaukee on the run. Fontana takes a pass, comes into the attack zone, marked by Danny Kelly, drives it around in front, slapped away by Phillips. He couldn't hold it, but Kelly's able to clear it back to midfield, blast the other way. Denizen Cabral dishes up on the wing far side, Danny Kelly. Kelly into the attack zone. Kelly races down into the corner with it, gets sealed off down there and double teamed. Kelly battles, gets some help from Cabral, but Milwaukee steals and comes the other way. Now put back in by Johnson. And Nogueira clears it to midfield.
Real good job by Nelson and Johnson there to work a 2-man game to keep the ball in the hands of the Blast that time and keep possession.
Troy Dusosky ahead to brother Todd. Twin brothers, there's a shot by Reiniger. A great save by Brett Phillips in goal.
Oh, Reiniger received the pass right in the box, and Phillips was there, but also Lance Johnson behind him as well. That could have also kept that ball out of his net.
P.J. Wakefield trying to clear out of his own end, get some help from Nelson. They're in the corner, battling with Todd Dusosky. We get a whistle, we're going to get a drop ball. Lofting up the center of the floor, across the yellow line, into the attack zone. He fans on a shot. And a whistle and a foul called on Baltimore.
Well, he fanned on it because P.J. Wakefield pushed him off the ball, and when he did, Lofton kind of lost his senses there and fanned on the ball, but a good call by the official on the foul call.
Free kick just inside the 3-point arc. It appears Reiniger will trigger it in. 2-man wall for the Blast. Walker and Cabral. Reiniger puts it inside, knocked away. Blast will counterattack. Here comes Tariq Walker up the center of the floor. Run off the ball by Pat White. It goes down to the Milwaukee end. Nogueira picks it up there. Nogueira up the center of the floor to White. Now into the Baltimore, and Sibia chases it into the corner. Bowers gets there first. Bowers tries to bring it out and plays it ahead to Chantrette off the sideboards for himself. Chantrette gets tripped up, and the foul is called on Milwaukee.
He tried to go off the boards twice to himself. He did it well both times. The second time hauled to the ground for the foul call.
Here comes Phillips up. Lays it up on the wing near side to Bader. Ahead to Salenza, seeing his first minutes. Giuliano into the attack zone. Ball stripped away, but Chantrette there to pick it up for the blast. Chantrette will slow it down. Now brings it into the attack zone. Into the middle. Salenza tripped up in the penalty area. A good tackle there by Milwaukee, and here they come the other way. Howes has it stripped away from behind by Bowers, all the way back to Phillips, who plays it up the floor. And up off the facing of the scoreboard, we'll get a Baltimore free kick from the Milwaukee yellow line.
Harden now on 4 occasions in this first 5 minutes of the game. Sean Bowers has made runs into his own end to prevent breakaways from Milwaukee, and has done an outstanding job of getting back to his own end defensively and make plays.
Free kick blast right in the center of the floor from the Milwaukee yellow line.
All right, watch for the rotation play here. They worked on this in practice yesterday where everybody rotates one man.
All right, here's Kelly. Got a man. Cabral shoots. He's off the post. Loose ball. Into the net. Baltimore 2, Milwaukee nothing.
Oh, it's Billy Nelson. That was a ping-pong affair there as the ball went into the corner. No rotation, just a one-touch to Cabral, who hit off the boards, off of Jason Dieter, and off of Dieter's body over to Wakefield, and he was able to finish for the goal.
As we get a chance to watch it on the overhead scoreboard here, Cabral hits the post, and then Nelson, and then Dieter.
Dieter, then Nelson. Watch here, Art, as the ball hits Dieter's body first, and then he taps it over to Nelson, who finishes with the left foot.
Absolutely.
Huge goal again from a defender for the Blast to give them a 2-0 lead.
So Baltimore draws first blood in this deciding game of the championship series. Here's a steal by Alabic. Alabic tries to go inside, tackle away by Billy Nelson.
Here we go, Art. After a goal up here in Milwaukee, the first game, they scored immediately all the time after the Blast scored. Blast have to keep Milwaukee in check now.
As Milwaukee owns the ball at midfield, here's Troy Dusosky. Got some space into the attack zone. Dusosky has to dish off now to Reiniger. A pass is behind Lofton. Lofton races to pick it up and plays it back to Lovelace Aka. Aka all the way back to goalkeeper Nogueira. Under 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The Blast 2 and the Wave nothing. Lead pass up ahead. Todd Dusosky, marked by Billy Nelson, plays it around in front, right through the goal mouth, past Dugas to the far boards. Sent around into the corner. P.J. Wakefield tries to clear, can't do it. Lance Johnson now comes into the penalty area. Brett Phillips out into the corner and taps it ahead nicely to Billy Nelson. Up ahead, stolen away by Milwaukee, taken back by Wakefield, taken back by Aka from Milwaukee, off to Dugas, back to Aka. Lovelace Aka across the three-point arc, stripped away by Nelson. Billy tripped up, goes down, foul called on Milwaukee.
A nice job defensively there for the Blast as Milwaukee was putting heavy pressure on, pushing things in the midfield. Blast able to get a settled play, steal the ball, and then get a foul call.
9:23 remaining in the first quarter. As the ball comes down to the Baltimore end, and Phillips sends it back to midfield. Picked up there by the Blast. Dennison Cabral's got it. Cabral into the attack zone. Walker gets there along with Nogueira at the same time. The loose ball fought for in the corner. Nogueira's back in the net now and on his line. And the ball comes back to midfield. Wendell Regis chases it down into his own end.
Nogueira aggressive. If Tariq could have played that ball off the boards and got to it first, it would have been a wide open net on the other side of the field.
Last goal official scoring Nelson from Dieter at 4:23. The new from the old. How about that, huh? Last year's Rookie of the Year. Blast on the attack. Here's Lee Chantrette in the corner. Double teamed. Has it knocked away. Back to midfield. Milwaukee picks it up. Sends it back toward the Baltimore goal. Lance Johnson gets there first for the Blast. Gives it to his keeper. And Phillips sharply ahead to Danny Kelly. Loose ball fought for along the wing near side. Fontana owns it. Now the Blast will steal it, but White gets it back from Milwaukee. 8:18 left in the first quarter. Blast Soccer brought to you by IWIF Workers' Compensation Insurance. IWIF works with you to create safe working environments and reduce workers' compensation premium. Safety saved with IWIF. By Rudolph's Office and Computer Supply Incorporated, providing quality products, superior service, and innovative solutions since 1980. And by Sign Effects, your full-service sign company. Sign Effects, where business depends on vital signs. Intense Milwaukee pressure. Blast able to clear it to midfield. The bicycle kick there draws an ooh and ah from the crowd. And a free kick from Milwaukee on a foul by Baltimore.
Right now, Milwaukee very aggressive in the midfield, taking all kind of chances.
There's Alabic with a shot, and it goes up over the plexiglass. 12 rows up in the stands, a Baltimore goal kick.
Big differences in this game so far are first 8 minutes. Milwaukee has pressed every time the Baltimore Blast have been in their own end. Blast, meanwhile, have changed things up a little bit, letting Nogueira come out past the yellow line on a few occasions, and then go ahead and mixing up with some pressure on some other occasions.
All right, Blast working it out of their own end. Duan Bader trying to get it past Reiniger. Don't fool around with Reiniger there, Duan. Finally, Bader sends it back to his keeper, Phillips. Up the floor on the wing near side, battle for control. Chantrette tries to get a step on his man. Did for a moment, and then it goes back to Nogueira. He wasn't able to touch it, had to use his feet because it came from his teammate. But now Milwaukee attacking. They got a 2-on-1, but the pass is behind Lofton. He's got to slow down. Shot! Phillips save!
Oh, Lofton did a good job to regain his composure. Was aimed for the far corner.
Oh, there's another shot, and this one's off the post, and Lofton missed the follow-up.
Lofton came flying through and tripped as he came through for the follow-up shot. Right now, Milwaukee putting all kind of pressure on the Blast.
6:55 remaining in the first quarter. Baltimore 2, Milwaukee nothing. Here's Todd Dysowski. Knocked away by Duan Bader, but picked up by Reiniger on the wing far side. Reiniger plays it back midfield. And Dugas plays it to Pat White. Milwaukee settles it down at midfield. Here comes Johnny Torres working on Duan Bader. Bader knocks it away. Ball sent on goal by Torres softly. Easy save for Phillips. A little favor for the Blast there from Torres, who gave up a possession and didn't get much in return for it. Now Tariq Walker gets dragged down. There's no call. Here comes Todd Dysowski. He's coming in on goal, shoots, and Phillips makes a great save.
What a job to cut the angle down there. Artis Phillips made an incredible play on a 2-on-1.
Ball into the Baltimore end over the glass. Last touch by Milwaukee will get a Blast kick in.
And that time Phillips off over the yellow line, played the ball to Walker, and Akai just overplayed Walker, pretty much out-muscled him for the ball, threw him to the turf, and then took off for the goal.
All right, Blast with the free kick up ahead as Danny Kelly comes down hard on Marcelo Fontana. His call for the foul.
No intent there as Kelly and Fontana went up. Kelly hit him hard, and when the two landed, it just happened that Kelly came down on Fontana. I've seen that called 2 minutes, though, in other games. I don't think they're going to call that here tonight, though.
Here's Fontana into the attack zone for Sibia. Knocked away from him. Dieter tries to control. Loose ball fought for midfield. And here comes Sibia with a shot off the glass over the goal.
Well, that time he just got the bounce.
Dieter up with it. Dieter coming the other way. Milwaukee wanted a handball, didn't get it. Dieter into the attack zone. Dieter shoots. Nogueira with a kick save.
That was a tough one, Art, because it was blocked and partially deflected, and Nogueira almost overcommitted. It almost snuck by him, but he got a foot on it.
And here's goalkeeper Phillips handling a difficult ball. Plays it ahead to Bowers, back to Phillips, to Cabral, to Wakefield. And now to Chantrette, last 3-on-3. Here comes Cabral into the attack zone. Denizen in the corner, sealed off. Back heels it to Chantrette, he takes a shot, and Nogueira makes the save.
Oh, quick one there. And Cabral's in the corner already, just bought too much pace, or he could have got a shot off.
Milwaukee's had more opportunities, but the Blast opportunities have been very, very effective. Blast free kick off a Milwaukee foul. There's a shot taken by Cabral. One times it, but it's blocked. And the ball comes back into the Baltimore end. Wendell Regis tracks back. And the Blast, at least so far, Paul, tracking back nicely on defense.
Everybody working back behind the ball.
Lead pass, Danny Kelly. Kelly into the Milwaukee end, plays it off nicely. To Salenza, he shoots it off the boards. It's knocked away. Salenza perseveres. Got him in front. Kelly scores.
Danny Kelly, middle of the box, banged it on the volley for a 2-point goal. And Art, let me tell you something. Juliana Salenza made that play with the physical nature, was able to outmuscle two guys, a defender and then Victor Nogueira, and win the ball. And when he did, he chipped it over into the box for Danny Kelly. And oh man, Danny Kelly made no mistake here.
And Salenza, third try the charm, getting it out in front. The first time off the post, the second time heads it, it's deflected back into the corner. The third time he centers it to Kelly, who one-times it with the left foot. Milwaukee wants a timeout. We'll take one too. As a free kick from Milwaukee just inside the Baltimore yellow line along the near boards. Howes will trigger it in. Howes off the boards in front, got a man shot. Great Phillips save, loose ball into the net.
Oh, tough break. Brett Phillips couldn't get to the ball. It was loose. He made the save, and Billy Nelson was sitting on the ball. Brett Phillips couldn't get his hand on it, and then Milwaukee was able to chip it in off of the right inside the box there, about 5 feet from the goal. Real tough break. Probably should have been a save for the Blast, but instead it's a Milwaukee goal.
Phillips' initial save was a good one, but he couldn't hold the ball, and as it lay in front of the Baltimore net, he couldn't locate it for a moment. When he did, it was out of his reach, as you pointed out, somewhere tangled up with Billy Nelson's body, and then a Milwaukee player tapped it into the net. Didn't catch the number. It might have been, no, not Fontana. Well, just wait until we get the scoring slip. Blast the other way. They now lead by a score of 4-2 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Brian Loft in midfield. Nice tackle by Cabral. Here comes Dennison. Up the floor. Down into the corner. Sean Trett. Sean Trett's got Kelly. Kelly couldn't get the shot off.
Well, Danny was making a run that time, and Lee didn't recognize it. He just a little bit too close quarters there to make a pass, and Kelly just couldn't get it in stride, so the Blast will regroup.
It was the veteran Michael King from Greg Howes. As Brett Phillips gets pressure from Todd Dysowski and lifts one up over the glass end of the crowd. We'll get a kick in from Milwaukee.
It's a big goal for the Wave that kind of settled them down a little bit. I don't know what's going through their heads as go back to last year in Game 3 against Philadelphia.
There's a poor pass by Milwaukee right on goal, and Phillips just leaps up and brings it down. Here's Phillips with a pass up the floor. Tariq Walker accepts it on the wing near side. Eller over to help out and maintain possession to Walker. Walker has it stripped away by Aka. Eller gets it back. Eller to Johnson. Johnson plays it back to keeper Phillips. Phillips gets some pressure, plays it up in the wing. Here comes Wendell Regis. Space and time. Regis into the attack zone. Regis working on his man. Regis into the center of the floor, knocked away. Eller tries to keep it alive, goes down into the corner. Picked up by White from Milwaukee up the midfield. Johnson gets clobbered on the far side by Sibia. Will get a foul called on Milwaukee. Free kick Baltimore, 57 seconds left in the first quarter.
A rough, tough play there as Johnson put his head down for a header, and Sibia ran into him right at the same time.
There's the pass down to the corner for Sean Trett. Nice job to keep it from going through to Nogueira. Comes to the near side now. Reininger trying to work it out of his own end. Kelly teams up on him. Tries to keep it alive. Comes back to midfield. Bader chases it down for Baltimore. But here comes Sibia. Sibia with a run into the attack zone. Sibia shoots. It's blocked. It goes into the crowd.
A tough break that time. The ball came down the sideboards, Arden, and hit a corner board here and scored it out to midfield. And that really is what gave Sibia the opportunity to make that run.
Here's Reininger, three-point land deflected wide. There's another shot attempt taken by Howes. It's blocked into the crowd. Last touch by Baltimore, kick in Milwaukee. 28.9 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the kick in. Howes tries to play it off the plexiglass, puts it up into the crowd, and Howes leans over and puts his hands on his knees in frustration. He knows he missed a chance there. His team had Baltimore back on its heels. Now we get a Baltimore goal kick.
Huge break for the Blast. A good spot there with 29 seconds left to get a scoring opportunity. Howes a big mistake that time by kicking it up into the glass.
Brett Phillips with the right arm up ahead into the attack zone. Now here's a mistake by Phillips. A three-line pass and a free kick for Milwaukee from the Baltimore yellow line.
Walker disputed, said it hit him in the head. Couldn't really tell from this angle if it did make contact with Walker, but now it comes all the way back to Baltimore's end. And mistake followed by a mistake now as Reininger will preside at the yellow line.
Reininger very dangerous from here. Puts it off to a shot attempt on the wing by Todd Dysowski. Phillips anticipates, makes the save. Follow up by Troy Dysowski. He does the Blast a favor by putting it 20 rows up into the crowd.
Remember game one, Reininger went down far post and found Lofton for a goal. That time they chose to go to the corner instead. And a real nice shot on goal, but Phillips was up to the challenge as he went out and cut the angle down.
Phillips off to Bader. Up to midfield. P.J. Wakefield with 13 seconds left in the quarter. To Bowers. Into the attack zone, Walker. Walker marked by Aka. Puts one around in front. Nogueira leaps up and gathers it in. And Nogueira fires it up to midfield with only 2 seconds left. Johnny Torres picks it up. That's going to bring the first quarter to an end. Bader intercepts a pass in his own end, tries to work it out. No, Reininger up with it. He shoots and scores.
And Jawan Bader is upset. He wanted a foul call. They don't get it off the boards. Reiniger plays the ball to himself and creates space and then buries it behind Brett Phillips to tie the game at 4. Not sure what Bader's upset about. We couldn't see what went on down in the corner.
Well, we'll get another look at it on the overhead scoreboard. That's one of the nice things about calling a game at the Bradley Center. You get a chance to see the recreation, and I still don't know what the beef was there.
I think
Here's Torres down into the corner. Ball around in front. Torres shoots. He scores.
Right between Brett Phillips' legs as Phillips came out to cut the angle, and Torres, nice job that time. Very accurate shot.
Jay Wakefield into the attack, so double teamed on the near side. Tries to play it off the boards and get away from the double team. Wants a handball call, won't get it. On the near side, Todd Dusosky up with it. He's triple teamed, and the ball squirts free to the far side as Matt Schmidt is up with it for Milwaukee. He gets hammered by Eller, and a 2-minute penalty has been called on Carl Eller. Alan
Eller that time tripped in the midfield, and when he tripped, he kind of lost his bearings a little bit, and when he did, he reached up and grabbed Lofton, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he pulled him down to the turf, and they're going to get you for that. That was intentional by Allen. He's going to head to the box.
So a critical point in the game here. Milwaukee with a 2-point lead. Blast defending against the power play. The penalty killing unit for Baltimore: Sean Bowers, Craig Shear, Lance Johnson, Billy Nelson. The power play unit for Milwaukee: Troy and Todd Dusosky, along with Joe Reiniger, Brian Lofton, and Greg Howes. And here we go. Lofton ahead to Dusosky. Back midfield to Reiniger. Far side Lofton. Back to Reiniger. Center of the floor. Gives it to Howes. Wing far side Lofton. Lofton down into the corner. Troy Dusosky. Dusosky picked up there. Sends it back to midfield to Lofton. Center of the floor Reiniger. Reiniger ahead to Howes. Howes hammered from behind. Billy Nelson tries to win the ball. Can't do it. Here comes Reiniger on the wing near side. Todd Dusosky stripped away by Shear. Nice job coming in from the blind side. Picked up again by Milwaukee. Reiniger drives it back to Howes. Howes shot is wide. Back it comes to Lofton.
And that scoring chance was created by the turnover in the midfield.
Reiniger's shot deflected by a blast defender. We'll get a corner kick for Milwaukee with 1:05 left on the penalty to Eller. Reiniger will trigger it in. Reiniger got a man in front. Oh, what a save by Phillips. Oh, what another save by Phillips.
Unbelievable, Art. Unbelievable action. The Blast were late getting the penalty killers on, and Milwaukee had the advantage, but Phillips made 2 huge saves.
Oh. Blast of the ball midfield, Sean Bowers. Dishes off center of the floor, Shear. Blast on the attack, short-handed. Here's Sean Trett. Tries to shot the shot, but it's blocked. And Todd Dusosky picks it up for Milwaukee. 35 seconds left on the penalty.
I think, Art, the Blast thought it was going to be a goal kick instead of a corner kick, and they got their men on late, and it was almost a 3-on-1 for Milwaukee, and Phillips made unbelievable saves in that situation.
Here's Reiniger, wing far side Lofton, 20 seconds left on the penalty. Back center of the floor to Reiniger behind the yellow line. Down on the corner, Todd Dusosky. Dusosky tries to cross it. Oh, it almost went in off a Blast player. There's a shot taken, blocked. And Wakefield clears to midfield with 5 seconds left. Reiniger lets it go back to his keeper, Nogueira, and Milwaukee will change personnel, conceding the power play as time expires.
Art, man, that went off of P.J. Wakefield, and Phillips had to reach high in the air to deflect that to the boards.
Here comes Milwaukee on the attack. Dugas on the wing near side. We're even strength for both teams now. The ball back to Lovelace Aka, all the way back to Victor Nogueira.
And Art, you go back to game 1, that was a ball that would have went in the goal because they had 2 own goals off of the Blast in game 1.
Here's Nogueira from his own yellow line off to Aka. Aka marked by Eller, plays it back to Nogueira again. Victor's got to race back and pick it up, and the pass headed away by Lance Johnson. Loose ball fought for at midfield and won by Milwaukee. Pat White up with it to Lovelace Aka. Over on the wing far side, Sibia back to Dugas. Martin Dugas, almost intercepted by Cabral. He would have had a stroll in. Here comes Aka the other way from Milwaukee. Into the attack zone. Aka dishes off to Sibia. Sibia goes down into the corner, sealed off by Regis. Over to help out. Cabral tries to dig it out. And Dennison knocks it back to midfield. 1:24 left in the half. The Wave 6 and the Blast 4. Here's Nogueira into the Baltimore end, knocked away by Regis, but picked up back. Torres' shot is saved by Phillips.
Not sure that was on goal, Art, but you don't want that ball coming off the boards. Phillips able to get over and make the save.
All right, here's Cabral off on the wing to Duan Bader into the middle. Pass behind Craig Shear with a minute left in the second quarter. Troy Dusosky tries to clear out of his own end and does. Gets it off to Alabic on the wing far side. Alabic into the attack zone. Billy Nelson tries to tackle it away. Alabic maintains control. Off to Howes. Howes down into the corner. Howes had a man in front and got him for the score.
And that one hurts. That's a big goal for Milwaukee.
Marcelo Fontana with 45 seconds left in the half.
Well, Fontana rips the shirt off there as it was just a deflection inside. It's another one of those goals are in the last minute of a quarter. And it was an innocent enough play, but, you know, it's never innocent with Milwaukee. They're always a threat to score. It was just a run down the sideline. The ball chipped into the box, and then Fontana able to redirect it into the goal.
Yeah, Howes just knocked it in the middle, and actually it almost looked like he just kicked it off of Fontana's foot. I don't think Fontana ever really nudged it. At any rate, it's in the net, and Milwaukee's taken an 8-4 lead. Blast on the attack with 38 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Tariq Walker down in the corner far side. Walker holds the ball with 29 seconds left in the half. Walker still with the ball. Aka tries to tackle it away. Walker still got it. Now over to help out is King, and Milwaukee up with the steal. 19 seconds left off to Lofton, center of the floor. Over on the wing far side with 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. Now on the near side to Joe Reiniger. Reiniger tries to get by his man, can't do it. Nelson strips it away. With 7 seconds left, Nelson trying to find Salenza. Lofton there to play it back to his keeper. Nogueira sends it up the floor. It's headed, and Wakefield sends it length of the floor as time expires. That's the end of the first half with the score. The Milwaukee Wave 8 and the Baltimore Blast 4. Here comes Milwaukee. Got a man in deep. A shot to score for Todd Dusosky.
Well, the Blast were in okay shape, and then Nelson tried to challenge Dusosky. And Nelson bumped into Dusosky, fell to the ground. Dusosky able to regather himself, pushed it into the box, and beat Brett Phillips to the far post. It's a 10-4 Wave, and the third quarter has not started well for the Blast. And a little bit of
Milwaukee 3-on-2. Reiniger to Dusosky, who shoots and scores.
Well, we talked about it all night, the midfield, and it was Dusosky who put it home for the goal, and a 12-4 Milwaukee lead.
We'll settle it now and control it. With 20 seconds left on the penalty, Bowers gets it up on the wing near side to Kelly. Kelly has it stripped away. Here comes Howes coming in on goal. Howes shoots, it's blocked.
Oh, Brett Phillips just got a foot on that. Howes made one more move to try to get around Brett, and he couldn't do it, but Phillips got a foot on it to make that save.
All right, penalties killed. Bowers comes up the center of the floor. Dishes off the wing to Kelly. Ahead to Wakefield. Wakefield double team. Back to Billy Nelson, who's just on the floor. Further back to Brett Phillips. Phillips to Salenza. One touch off to Wakefield, who's got some, Bowers rather, got some room over on the wing far side. Into Wakefield, knocked away. There's a loose ball in the box! And finally taken off the line by Troy Dusosky.
Dusosky plays to the crowd after he makes that save, and the Blast just couldn't bang that one home.
Loose ball midfield. Sean Fred's got it there with 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. The Wave 12, the Blast 4. Salenza in the corner, marked by Troy Dusosky. Dish off to Tariq Walker. Walker penetrates. Dish off to Kelly, just inside the yellow line. Now to Nelson. Shot. Score! A three, I believe.
Three-pointer, Art.
Three-pointer.
It wasn't touched by a Baltimore player, and it's going to be three from Nelson. It was an innocent play. Nelson from behind the line just teed off on it, and it somehow found the back of the net.
I felt that the three-point goal that I scored, it gave us a little bit of a lift. I took a shot, and fortunate enough for us, it went in. It changed a little bit of momentum in the game, put us back to within 12-7, and we just felt, if we can get another one, within a couple of minutes, then we'd be right back in it.
He's yelling at the officials. I guess he thinks it was deflected as it went in, and we're going to have a discussion here on the officials, and they're going to call it a three.
So a 12-4 Blast deficit is now 12-7
So a big goal here at the end of the third quarter. It kind of brings the Blast back into this thing, and let's see if they can take that and maybe re-energize themselves and put some pressure on the Wave.
Nelson from Kelly at 12:41. And here's Milwaukee. Todd Dysowski puts one around in front. Wakefield clears. Took Walker. Nice ball to Eller, and then Allen stumbles over it. Had a break going there. Blast continuing their rush down the field. Now they got to slow it down.
Well, Art, that was a half step away from a race to Nogueira, and Allen Eller just could not control the ball.
Here's Eller in the corner now. With his back to the goal. Tries to center it. Knocked away. Eller gets it back. Down in the corner for Lance Johnson. Johnson marked closely by Dysowski. Plays it back to midfield to Regis. Regis ahead to Kelly. And you can see the renewed energy by the Blast now. That three-pointer's giving them some life. Regis back at midfield. Makes a run by Reiniger. Into the attack zone. Sean Trett takes it to the far boards. It's pushed by Aka. Maintains control. Gives it back to Bowers at midfield. Return to Sean Trett in the corner. Sean Trett drives it in front, and it's cleared out by Reiniger into the stands. And if that isn't ruled, yeah, it is. It was intentionally sent out by Reiniger. Blast free kick, top of the small arc.
And another goal here would be a tremendous lift for the Blast here at the end of this third quarter. That would get them right back in this game.
Top of the small arc, Blast free kick right here. Three-man wall needed to occupy Sean Bowers. He's got Kelly on his right, Cabral on his left. Let's see where he goes. To Cabral, shot blocked.
Oh, nice job by the wall to get out there and make that block on the shot by Cabral.
Cabral maintains control, rushes for net, takes another shot that's blocked. Loose ball fought for. Regis up with it with 1 minute left in the third quarter. On the wing far side, Bowers to Wakefield. Wakefield down into the corner. Sean Trett, official, gets tangled up in the ball. Sean Trett goes down. Aka battles for the ball. Sean Trett called for the dangerous play and a free kick from Milwaukee.
Well, what else is Lee to do? He got pulled to the ground by Milwaukee. He's just fighting him and scratching on the ground. And finally they call a dangerous play.
Free kick up the floor for Milwaukee, headed by Sibia, but picked up by DeJuan Bader. Bader to the wing near side. Avoids Sibia, gives it off to Bowers with 38 seconds left in the quarter. Back to Brett Phillips, Blast keeper up the floor, unchallenged across his own yellow line. Phillips, right foot into the attack zone. Tariq Walker has Aka step in front and cut him off. Walker perseveres in the corner, gets taken down by Aka. The foul called on Aka, Blast free kick coming up.
Well, great job by Aka to recognize that ball, beat Tariq to the ball, but Tariq Walker didn't quit. Still hustled down in the corner and eventually got the foul call.
21.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sean Bowers will trigger it in. Up top to Wakefield, they bring it back. They say they weren't ready, or...
Looks like a violation on the wall. They probably moved a little too quickly there. And Bowers that time was going to go back to Cabral. Let's see if he plays the boards this time.
All right, Bowers all set to do it again now. Bowers does play the boards, but Aka gets in front, knocks away Bowers. Back in front, kick save by Nogueira. There's a ball centered, but poorly by Wakefield, and Milwaukee brings it the other way, but at midfield. Wakefield grabs it, gives it to Phillips, off to Bader. Bader at midfield, on the wing far side to Wakefield, as time is running down here in the third quarter, and that winds it up. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. The Milwaukee Wave 12, the Baltimore Blast 7. Lee Chantrette chases it down there, battles with Matt Schmidt. Schmidt and Chantrette going at it on the near side. And a foul call on Schmidt. Blast free kick coming up. Just inside the Milwaukee yellow line. Kelly will trigger it in. Into the middle. Chantrette back heel. Great save by Nogueira.
Huge save. That was a quick shot by Chantrette, and Nogueira was right up to the task to keep that out of the goal.
Danny Kelly for the Blast. Off to Eller. Eller forced to play it back to Bader at midfield. For those of you who watched Stan Stamenkovic play for the Blast in the championship game in 83-84, that was a Stamenkovic back heel.
What a great save by Nogueira. Unbelievable.
Steal by the Blast. Here comes Eller penetrating. Eller leaves it for Kelly, and Kelly overran it. And Milwaukee counterattacks. Reiniger, far side, triple team. Plays it back to Troy Dysowski, further back to Nogueira. Blast all-out pressure all over the floor. Aka sends it high in the air and into the crowd. We'll get a kick in for the Blast.
Good job by the Blast that time. Great pressure. Aka had to get rid of that one.
Oh, Tariq Walker gets mugged by Lovelace Aka, and a blast free kick coming up just outside the edge of the penalty area.
You know, Aka hasn't been afraid to throw his body around, and for the most part, the officials have just let him do it for the entire game and for this entire series.
This is off to Nogueira's right. And Milwaukee's got a wall set up that's much too close to the ball, and the officials back him up, back him up, back him up. Finally, Bowers is going to trigger it in. Bowers wants a timeout. Didn't like the way that Milwaukee was defending there. Paul, you called for an early goal here, and this would be a great chance for the Blast. It's about 20 feet away from Nogueira, just off to his right.
And this is a great restart opportunity for the Blast here. It doesn't get any better than this. And really, the first opportunity, our great job by Nogueira on the save, a great pass by Danny Kelly. They need one in the forced way here.
All right, here we go. Bowers to Kelly. Shot! Save Nogueira! He falls on a loose ball.
Another great save by Nogueira as he came across the goal crease, kept that one in the back of the net.
There's a man in front. Shot! Score! Michael King. No, it's off the post. I thought it came off the stanchion from behind, but it did not.
Did not go in, Art, and Brett Phillips was the reason why. He came off his line and forced a tough shot, and fortunately enough, it was wide. Oh, great play, and great play by the keepers on both ends right now.
All right, Blast with the ball midfield. On the attack, Tariq Walker down into the corner. Walker gets fouled. 2-minute penalty called on Milwaukee's Johnny Torres.
Oh, this is a huge part in the game. Another huge play in the game, Art. This is the third straight 2-minute penalty on Milwaukee. This time for tripping as Walker was charging into the Milwaukee end. And the Blast have got to cash in on this power play if they want to get back into this game.
No question. This is a must-score situation for Baltimore here. And even then, you have to worry about a call going the other way after 3 straight 2-minute penalties called on the home team here. Last free kick. Center of the floor, Kelly. Baltimore on the power play. Kelly shot, Nogueira save. Milwaukee puts it to midfield. Kelly heads it to Bowers, back to Kelly. Danny Kelly chases it down the wing far side. Ahead to Walker, back to Bowers. Sean Bowers up to the yellow line, gives it back to Kelly. Kelly off to Cabral, back to Kelly behind the yellow line. 1:35 left on the penalty. Kelly to Walker, Walker back to Kelly, now to Bowers. Bowers settles, gives it back to Kelly behind the yellow line. Return to Bowers on the wing near side. Bowers tees it up, shoots it wide. There's Cabral on the far side. Dennison into the middle for Tariq Walker, gets by him. Wakefield picks it up, plays it back to Bowers. 1:15 left on the penalty. Bowers to Kelly. Kelly across the yellow line, gives it to Tariq Walker, back to Bowers. Poked away by Troy Dusosky down the floor. And Phillips races out to pick it up.
Reek needed a little more pace on that ball. As Bowers, it was a little slow to him. Nice job defensively to get out there and knock it away.
Here comes Kelly off the Bowers. Bowers approaches the yellow line. Takes a shot. It's blocked, and Milwaukee clears to midfield. 50 seconds left on the penalty.
Art, you talked about special teams and being a factor in the playoffs. Milwaukee now has killed 2 power plays, and he's looking for a third one here.
Here's Walker. Walker has it poked away by Troy Dusosky. And Phillips picks it up with 35 seconds left in the penalty. Here comes Kelly up the center of the floor to Tariq Walker. Now to Bowers, back to Kelly. Danny Kelly over on the far side to Cabral, back to Walker. Tariq gives it off to Wakefield. Wakefield in front. Oh, there's a shot and a score. Danny Cabral.
Oh, nice job. Walker played the ball into the corner to PJ. PJ went off the boards with it. Walker tried to backheel it, but he missed. But Denny cleaned up the mess as he came through the box and drove it home past Victor Nogueira, top shelf, for a 12-9 deficit.
Blast hanging around. 5 unanswered points for Baltimore.
Well, I don't think you'd expect anything less from these 2 teams. You had to figure the Blast had a little bit of running left in them here. And, the Billy Nelson goal was just a huge lift at the end of that third quarter. And it's given the Blast an opportunity here to get back into this game.
So the Wave lead, which was once 8 points, now reduced to 3. Here's Todd Dusosky working on Wendell Regis. Dusosky off the brother Troy. Over to seal him off as Eller. The ball comes back to midfield. Matt Schmidt plays it back to keeper Nogueira. There's Nogueira down into the corner. Todd Dusosky again. Marked by Wendell Regis. Dusosky holds the ball. Over to help out on the double team is Lance Johnson. Dusosky still got it. Shot wide. by Howes.
Unbelievable. Just missed the target. Here's a break for the Blast.
Here comes Chantrette up the center of the floor. Lead pass Johnson. In front, got a man. Score for Eller.
Tic-tac-toe, baby. Great ball by Chantrette. Found Johnson on the wing. Oh, and what a touch pass by Johnson. He finds Alan Eller. Eller was just an easy tap-in behind the defense. And it's 12-11 as the Blast have come all the way back to get within 1 point, and the entire bench art on the field to congratulate Alan Eller.
The major goal that I thought changed the point of the game was Eller's back post pass from Lance. When we broke out and counterattacked against them, they really had no answer for our counterattack and for our speed at that point in the game. And I thought if we continue to press them and show our speed and show our pace at that point in the game, we were going to get some chances against them.
We've got a 1-point game here in Milwaukee. Blast on the attack. Here's a steal by the Wave. Joe Reiniger up the center of the floor. Reiniger into the attack zone. Denny Cabral back to steal it away, however. Cabral clears it to midfield.
Oh, what a play by Dennis and Cabral to get back defensively and beat Milwaukee to the ball and stop that scoring opportunity. Great pass by Reiniger.
Exactly 10 minutes of soccer left in this season, barring overtime. Blast goal, Eller from Johnson at 4:11. And here we go, Milwaukee on the attack. Sifo Sibia down into the corner. Has Brian Lofton there. Lofton marked by Kelly. Lofton trying to get by Kelly, can't do it. Danny seals him off. Over to help out Cabral on the double team. Cabral comes away with it. Blast down by a score of 12-11 on the attack as Milwaukee tries to clear out. Picked up by Dieter. Dieter penetrates, shoots. Nogueira save. Follow up by Dieter. One hop save by Nogueira again.
Nice job by JD. He just could not settle the ball in a quick fashion, and because of that, he had to take an extra dribble. That left Victor Nogueira wide open.
Now Eller trying to come up with a loose ball. Can't do it, but Bowers steals. Bowers to Bader. Bader up across the midfield stripe to Eller. Eller ahead to Bader. He gets dragged down and the foul called.
All the momentum's going Baltimore's way right now as they are just flying.
Last free kick coming up. Bowers will trigger it in.
Oh, this is a tough start. This is way back where the foul was.
Bowers takes the shot. It didn't go over the line. Nogueira made the save, and it went up off the underside of the crossbar.
Well, you need to see a replay on that one to tell on it. I thought it might have snuck in, but no, they said no. It came right back down. Oh, what a blast by Sean Bowers.
Down into the corner, intended for Cabral, knocked high in the air. Milwaukee gets it back to midfield. 8:40 remaining in the fourth, and Billy Nelson back to steal it away from Howes, and Howes is called for the foul as he runs Nelson over.
Well, Howes just ran right over Billy Nelson that time. Again, a nice job positioning-wise to get yourself in front of the ball and get possession back for your team. The Blast are flying right now, Art.
Wave 12, Blast 11, 8:28 remaining in the fourth. It was once 12-4, it's now 12-11. Brett Phillips for the Blast into the attack zone down the corner. Nobody there for Baltimore. Howes clears it back to midfield. Fontana up with it there for Milwaukee. Dishes off on the wing far side to Michael King. King has it stripped away nicely by Lee Chantrette. Chantrette to Salenza, off to Kelly. Here comes Danny up to midfield. Gets double teamed, maintains control. Kelly into the attack zone. To Salenza in the corner. Drives it in front, and Tariq Walker is called for pushing off in the box.
Him and Aka going at it one more time, and Walker has some words for the official. What a play by Danny Kelly through the midfield, Art. He did all the work, which let Juliana Salenza get an opportunity to place a ball on goal.
Milwaukee ball now stolen away by the Blast. Wakefield, though, an errant pass. Back into the Milwaukee, and Aka picks it up for the Wave. Blast pressure all over the floor. Nogueira with the pass up the floor. Headed away by Lance Johnson. Picked up on the wing, though, by Joe Reiniger from Milwaukee. And Reiniger off to White.
Right now, Milwaukee's the team on their heels a little bit as they're not sure what to do here. As the Blast just keep coming in and just at them in waves.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Reiniger puts one up into the Baltimore bench. We'll get a Blast kick in coming up.
I didn't want to say it, Art, but it was halfway out, you know.
Blast Soccer brought to you in part by ABS Action Business Systems. Now with locations at Baltimore, Annapolis, Washington, Arlington, Waldorf, and Raven Stadium. ABS and Toshiba for all of your digital copying and printing needs.
Art, a huge mistake by the Blast. They had 6 men on the field, and they're going to get a penalty here for too many men. Oh. Just a tremendous breakdown right now for the Blast, and a huge momentum killer. and it wasn't hard, it wasn't even close.
Well, I remember obviously too many men on the field situation in Game 3 where, it was a crucial time in the game for us to step up and, to show what we had on the man-down situation. I think the fellas obviously did a great job, and motivationally, it's a lift for all the guys on the bench to see that we were able to kill a penalty in a critical situation and obviously feed off of that. And that's the most important thing that any team can use, is that mentality to feed off of guys who are working hard out on the field and killing this very critical penalty in Game 3 of what turned out to be our championship.
Into the corner near side, back to Reiniger at midfield. Reiniger up on the wing, far side to Lofton. Center of the floor, now Dusowski got a man in front, off the crossbar. All right, back here at Bradley Center. We apologize for the technical problem, but we're back with you now. 6:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. 43 seconds left on the Milwaukee power play. The Wave 12, the Blast 11. Here's Joe Reiniger, approaches the Baltimore yellow line, dishes off on the wing far side to Lofton. 34 seconds left on the power play. Lofton with a shot. It's off the plexiglass into the crowd. We get a Baltimore goal kick.
Got under it a little bit. While we were away, the ball hit the official, gave Milwaukee another opportunity, but they really could get no good shots on goal. Baltimore penalty killing do an outstanding job of killing the play. Phillips able to get a ball down the field and kill some time as well. And the Blaster down to 30 seconds on this penalty kill.
All right, here's Brett Phillips with the right arm. Up the floor, off the plexiglass. Nice bounce into the Milwaukee end. Lovelace Aka back to pick it up, marked by Craig Shear. Shear won't let him out. Shear battles with him. Over to help out on the double team, Lance Johnson. Shear up with a loose ball. Now to Bowers. He'll play it back to goalkeeper Phillips. 15 seconds left on the penalty. Nelson back to Phillips. Brett Phillips with the right foot up the floor. Intercepted by Milwaukee, but they put it onto their own bench. And with 5 seconds left on the penalty, the Blast will get a kick in.
Old-fashioned keep away there for the Blast. Good work by Shear in the corner to tie up Aka. Nice job by Lance Johnson to come over and force things and then get the turnover.
Bowers to Chantrette. Chantrette plays it back to Phillips. And the penalty's killed. Dieter off the bench. There's the pass down into the corner. Chantrette tries to score from the severe angle and gets under it and puts it into the crowd. We'll get a goal kick from Milwaukee.
That would have been an incredible goal, Art, as that was a tough angle down by the corner kick circle, and Lee got under it and sent it into the crowd. Looked like it was a good angle on goal, but he just got underneath of it and looked at the bench, kind of put his thumb up like he knows he maybe shouldn't have took that shot.
5:13 left in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee 12, Baltimore 11. Nogueira lead pass up the floor, stolen away by the Blast. Here's Wakefield, shot! Nogueira save into the crowd, a Baltimore corner kick.
That's what I'm talking about. You get the turnover in the midfield and you blast away. Now you've got a situation where you got a great chance for a restart here.
Corner kick, Baltimore. Chantrette will trigger it in. The officials back to Milwaukee, wall up a bit. Chantrette all set to go. Lee, Bowers, his shot blocked. High in the air it comes, over the glass, we'll get a Baltimore kick in.
Nice job by the Wave to block that shot, and a little more or less an advantageous position here now as the Blast will be backed up. So back near their yellow line. Bowers loves to go down the boards on these plays. We'll see Chantrette across the other side here. Let's see if he makes a run at the goal.
All right, he backheels it to Dennis and Cabral. Shot, and Wakefield in front, or Bader in front rather, and Dewan couldn't direct it properly.
All right, I think that ball was in the net. I think Bader blocked that shot.
Here's Wakefield with a shot taken, blocked by Milwaukee. Baltimore corner kick coming up.
That was awful close, Art. I know we don't have a great angle here, but that ball looked well meant for the corner there of the Milwaukee goal, and I'm not sure whether or not it would have been on, but in any event, it deflected off of Bader.
Last corner kick coming up. The officials want a new ball. Well, they want to wipe the one off that they have. Apparently it's got some moisture on it. 4:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. This Major Indoor Soccer League season coming right down to the wire. Couple of thoroughbreds here inside the final 16th of a mile. Danny Kelly will trigger it in. Kelly in front. Cabral shot. Score!
Oh, how Foley and Cabral buries it behind Nogueira. It's all Blast in the fourth quarter, and they lead 13-12.
Oh.
Art, the crowd is stunned. What a shot!
Kelly to Cabral on the restart. to give the Blast a 1-point lead at 13-12. Time of the goal, 10-14. The Blasters rally from an 8-point deficit with 9 unanswered points.
Well, scoring the winning goal, it was exciting. Big part of the game. Great pass from Denny Kelly. I was just getting myself ready to, to shoot the ball and goal, and then that worked pretty well. So, pretty exciting about that.
By about an inch.
There's Bader up the floor again, gets a nice bounce off the seam between the plexiglass and the boards, down into the corner, and Nogueira gets a ball right at the edge of the penalty area, plays it ahead to Reiniger with 4:20 remaining. Lead pass headed away by Kelly. Blast with a 13-12 lead, 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ahead to Sibby down in the attack zone, marked by Lance Johnson. Over to help out is Sean Trent. Now the ball back to midfield. Oh, Eller almost grabbed a loose ball there, but Reiniger's got it and sends it back with 3:59 remaining in the fourth. Milwaukee ball. Troy Dysowski ahead to Sifo Sibia, poked away by Lance Johnson. Johnson works on the ball again. Johnson tripped up and goes down, and the foul called on the Wave.
Just a great amount of determination by Lance Johnson to fight through 2 players. He was buried and decked to the floor, and he got the call.
Lance Johnson playing like a man who's involved in his last professional soccer game, and that's exactly what he is. But here comes Milwaukee on the attack now. Todd Dysowski up to midfield. And we get a whistle, and a 2-minute penalty has been called on Milwaukee. Too many men on the floor, I believe.
Referee called it right next to the Milwaukee bench. What a huge turning point in this game. Keith Tozer, his hands on his hips right now over on the bench. And with Milwaukee counterattacking,
this has turned into an ultimate nightmare for Keith Tozer and the Milwaukee Wave and their fans.
Art, you got to go back to the third quarter. What a huge goal by Billy Nelson. The Blast looked like they were left for dead as they just could not get anything going in that third quarter. Nelson blisters one from behind the three-point arc that finds its way behind Nogueira and really started this run for the Blast. Now, a huge power play here to really put the pressure on Milwaukee.
Now, will the Blast try to create a scoring opportunity or just try to burn 2 minutes?
Come on, Art. You got to be kidding me. The Milwaukee Wave, the high-powered offense, they are no way. You go for the throat right here and put it in the back of the net and put them away.
All right, Danny Kelly will trigger it in here on the power play. Blast power play unit, Kelly, Cabral, Walker, Bowers, and here's P.J. Wakefield off the boards in front. Walker flying through, can't get it. Wakefield's shot is wide. Cabral back to pick up the loose ball at midfield.
Would have been a great play by Wakefield, but he couldn't get it on net. Nogueira was way out of position.
Here's Tariq Walker off to Sean Bowers. Bowers across the yellow line, back center of the floor to Kelly. Ahead to Walker, one touch off to Bowers. Bowers to Kelly. 1:30 left on the penalty. Kelly shot off the glass over the goal. Back it comes to Bowers.
Milwaukee scrambling all around right now, out of position. They're really not doing a good job on this penalty kill.
Here comes Bowers. He shoots. It's blocked by White. Back it comes to Kelly. 1:15 left on the penalty to Milwaukee. Bowers to Walker. Walker on the wing. Cabral shot. Saved by Nogueira.
Oh, what a great save by Victor. He got the foot out that time and made the save to keep that one out of the net.
Here comes Sean Bowers on the run into the attack zone. Wakefield's got it on the near boards. Double teamed. Has to play it back to midfield to Kelly. Kelly races back to pick it up. 55 seconds left on the power play. The Blast 13, the Wave 12. 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Here's Kelly on the wing near side to Bowers to Sean Trett and back to Bowers again. Sean Bowers ahead to Sean Trett. Back to Kelly. 39 seconds left on the penalty. Wing far side, Cabral. Center of the floor, Bowers. Inside, Wakefield. Hey, we had Sean Trett in front, but a great block there by Dysowski. And here comes the other Dysowski, Todd at midfield. Dysowski pursued by 5 Blast players. Dysowski takes a shot off the boards, knocked away by the Blast. 15 seconds left on the penalty. Great individual effort by Todd Dysowski.
Dysowski's playing there like a guy that was playing in his last game because he went through 5 players.
1:45 standing between the Blast and a championship. 5 seconds left on the penalty. Here comes Howes. Off to Dysowski. Knocked away from him on the wing near side, Eller. Down inside, knocked back into the Milwaukee end. What a great hop for the Blast off the top of the plexiglass to Victor Nogueira, who calls a timeout. 1:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Blast 13 and the Wave 12.
Art, you just can't ask what you think.
Oh, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've never seen anything like this.
You know, we knew the first two games of this series were a couple of the best soccer games we've seen in a long time, Art. But I can't believe it. I think this one's actually topped it. As Milwaukee just came out on fire here tonight. But give credit to the Blast. Give credit to their character just to be able to fight back here. Down 5 points headed into the fourth quarter. They've rallied for the only 3 goals and are in position right now to take home the MISL championship trophy. And on the bench right now, Brett Phillips just on fire over there. Get into the face of his guys, let them know that they need to be sound fundamentally and be able to stop this last minute and 29 and walk away with this victory.
Milwaukee must go to the 6th attacker. Todd Dysowski pulls the jersey on. Make it Troy, twin brother Troy. And Milwaukee will start it up from their own end on the goal kick. Blast 13, the Wave 12, 1:29 remaining. Paul, 1 for 2 at his empty net goal.
Oh, big time.
Would just about do it here. Here's Dysowski trying to work out of his own end. Up to midfield. Bowers for the Blast sends it high in the air. A battle for control there as it goes up onto the scorer's table. Last touch by Milwaukee. Blast kick in from midfield. 1:18 left in the fourth. The Blast 13, the Wave 12. Lead pass into the attack zone. Gets by Chantrette. Reiniger sends it back to the keeper, Troy Dysowski. Up to midfield. Headed around, picked up by Howes. Howes into the attack zone for Michael King. King shot! Phillips save!
Oh, Phillips took it off the line that time, Art.
Back it comes to Reiniger. Reiniger ahead to Lofton. Lofton trying to get a shot off. Can't do it. Kelly gets it back beyond the yellow line. 50 seconds remain. Reiniger picks it up there. Joe Reiniger approaches the yellow line. 44 seconds remaining. Into the attack zone. Todd Dysowski in the corner. Dysowski got a man on the wing far side. Not a good pass for Lofton. He's got to play it back beyond the yellow line. 33 seconds left. Lofton up on the wing near side to Reiniger. Reiniger approaches the yellow line. Ahead to Dysowski. Knocked away by Bowers. Dysowski gets it back. Here comes a man flying through. Troy Dysowski cleared to midfield by Billy Nelson. 20 seconds remaining. Reiniger back into the attack zone. Has Lofton. Shot blocked. Cleared by Kelly. Cleared by Kelly. Cleared by Kelly. Back to pick it up is Troy Dysowski. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Troy Dysowski into the Baltimore end. It's headed away by Kelly. It's over. A Baltimore championship. A Baltimore championship. Paul, it's over.
Oh, the Blast stormed the field, and they hug each other. Brett Phillips is being mobbed right now. Here comes Whitman on top of the pile. The Baltimore Blast are MISL champions in 2003. What a show of character to come back in this game and win this soccer game over the Milwaukee Wave. What a storybook season, back from 5-12 to win the championship of the MISL.
Oh, the emotions that are being shown on this floor right now are unbelievable. The Milwaukee players absolutely disconsolate. The Blast players so full of joy that only one singular moment in a professional career could provide, such as this one. And listen to this crowd here applauding both teams tonight.
Winning a championship, the emotions was kind of indescribable. You know, after you win the game, there's so many things, you know, flood in your mind, how hard you worked, the commitment that the team made, and just, you know, knowing you won. You beat the best team in the league to win the championship, and it's just a, you know, a great feeling.
There were definitely a moment in the game when I looked over to the Milwaukee bench, and I saw the intensity on Tozer's face in the last couple minutes, and I thought that we were going to be able to take that victory, and it was just a tremendous feeling. You know, winning a championship there on that field as a Milwaukee player, and then coming back and doing it as a Baltimore player with my Baltimore family that I have now. Just a tremendous feeling. One of the reasons why I came back to Baltimore was to win around these guys that I've known for a lifelong relationship, and just a tremendous feeling that I had winning that championship there.
It all worked out. We won that game, so, you know, for me, as a player, my name is, you know, will be forever written, you know, in the history books of Baltimore soccer and the Blast, you know, as a champion.